Today I was craving Korean food, so I decided to make a little feast. I've got chicken wings, but I wanted to try instant jjajangmyeon. I'm pretty sure they're black bean noodles. This is going to be my first time trying it, and I have high hopes because I've heard a lot of people and I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube of people trying this, and I decided to do it my way. So I've got 12 homemade wings. There's a bit of paprika on there, 5 seasonings, salt, a little bit of MSG. I've got some Korean spicy sauce here with a little bit of Kewpie mayo in there. So everything is basically homemade. My wife made the kimchi. I've got 2 fried eggs here. 2 fried eggs that I'm gonna be, I was gonna put on top, but it didn't really look good and you couldn't see the jjajangmyeon. So that's basically what we're gonna do today. Our drink of choice for today is Coca-Cola, no sugar. So we're just gonna sit down, relax, try the jjajangmyeon for the first time and see how it goes. And of course, I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit because it is extremely hot. Let's go for the first bite. Wow, that's amazing. You can really taste the black bean taste in there, because I've had a lot of Chinese food before where black bean is used a lot in Chinese cooking, but in this dish you can really taste the black bean taste. Let me take another bite. Oh, the flavor is so familiar. I'm wondering if I've had something similar before. Like the black bean taste is 100% in there. But let's try and dig in those wings. Take a look at these. They actually look super delicious. Not bad. My usual. This is the one I always make. Crispy as always. Now I don't have an oven, so I make these in the air fryer, but they definitely hit. Let's try them with the Korean sauce now. Dip, dip, dip. Wow. It's actually my first time trying Korean spicy sauce with mayo inside. I've had it separate with bibimbap before, but never together with mayo. It's actually very tasty. Now, I had a little story time to tell you guys. This week, I was supposed to go out and film in a restaurant, but a few days ago, so I have a quick story. I have 2 cats. One is named Peanut and the other one is named Matey. Peanut is the older one. And cheers. And so a few months ago, she started coughing really badly. And so we took her to the vet as soon as she started coughing, and we just thought it was, it's winter here in Hong Kong. We just thought she had winter cough or whatever. Apparently there's no such thing as a winter cough for cats. Take a look at the egg. That looks delicious. Still barely runny yolk in there. So, we took her to the vet, and she was, they gave her some antibiotics, and she was on antibiotics for around 6 weeks, which is crazy long. And as soon as she was on antibiotic, she started getting a lot better. But I'd say around 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, the cough started coming back. So we took her to the vet, and the vet told us that she could have a virus inside her lungs, that she needed to take an x-ray first, and based on the x-ray, they'll see what approach we need to go with. And so she did an x-ray, and on her left side of the body, so her left lung, there was a cloud, some sort of cloud that the x-ray couldn't go through. So they suggested for us to do a CT. And that CT, the CT here in Hong Kong is a very, very, in pets in general, it's a very difficult thing to do because they need to go under general anesthesia. So they need to be put to sleep to do a CT. And Peanut, the cat, our cat that needs to do the CT, she's 10 years old. So usually for older cats, it's even more difficult, right? But anyway, so they told us there was while we do the CT, we might as well take a sample of her lung to see whatever is in her lung, that cloudy thing I was talking about earlier, to take a sample of that and see what it was. Okay, so we decided to go through with that, but before going through with that, we asked the vet, there's no risk, right? Now, obviously, there's risk putting a cat under and have them be put to sleep before a procedure. But the highest risk was actually taking the sample from the lung, because they had to remove the oxygen tube that was giving her oxygen while she was asleep, take the sample and put the tube back in. And they had to do this very fast, because if the brain wasn't getting enough oxygen during that time, Peanut would just pass away. So I asked him, so what is the risk? And he basically told me 50-50. I was like, wait a second. 50-50? There's no shot. I bring my cat. My cat just has a little cough. I don't want her to suffer, obviously. She just has a little cough. And just for a little cough, she needs to be put to sleep. And there's a 50-50% chance of her not making it or making it. Right? So that was something that we had to deal with the past 2 weeks. Now, luckily, we went with with the CT scan and everything went okay. We were extremely scared. And so those 2 days that I was going to go to a restaurant, we ended up not going. So, but anyways, I keep rambling. Let's keep eating. I clean my bones perfectly every time I eat wings. Look at this. Are you the type of person that eats the wing clean, or do you leave a bit of cartilage on there? Now, obviously, this is not authentic jjajangmyeon. It is a Korean brand of jjajangmyeon, but it's not the real thing. And I'm sure the real thing will taste 20 times better, obviously. But this is hitting the spot right now. I felt like noodles. I didn't want to have any spicy noodles just yet. And this is definitely hitting the spot. Let me actually try. I know it might be sacrilegious, but let me actually try to put some spicy sauce on this bite. Not the whole thing, just on this bite. Don't kill me in the comments. So you put anything on this, you put anything in this sauce, it's just gonna taste beautiful. But yeah, it's just very fun time at the moment. We're so happy that Peanut basically felt a lot better after this. We're waiting for the test result to come back to tell us what she has. We really hope she has asthma and she can just take an inhaler and be done with it. But there's a chance that it's not asthma and it's something else. So we'll have to see. And don't get me started on the prices. For some reason, taking care of a pet is more expensive than a human here in Hong Kong. Because healthcare is basically free here. But for cats and dogs and whatever animal you have, the price to take them to the vet is exorbitant. It's insane. Now, I thank the Lord that we're able to do it. But if you're gonna have a pet here, you might as well get pet insurance. We didn't do it because Pina is too old. She's 10 years old. But getting a pet insurance is worth it. Get a pet insurance. If you have a pet, get a pet insurance before a health insurance here in Hong Kong for yourself. And so I decided we've got quite a bit of noodles left. I cooked 2 packs of jjajangmyeon, 2 packs. And slowly realizing that is a lot of food here. Take a look at this, guys. Wow. Drop some. I decided to stick with one video a week, one long video a week. I see you guys are actually watching it. Those videos, they don't get any views for the first 2 to 3 days. And then they slowly get pushed in on the browse. So I think it's getting into people's recommended, which is pretty cool, honestly. Like, you guys are just watching me eat. And that's all I'm doing. I really did feel like Korean food. That definitely hits the spot. Oh, I forgot about the egg. Look at this. Wow. Put this away there. I'm thinking if I shouldn't one bite this. Or should I? Let me see. Let's try and do a huge bite. Oh, let's put a little bit of the spicy sauce on there. And let's give it a taste. Oh, oh, that is so delicious. That is so delicious. Out of all the noodles I've had before, the instant noodles, this has to be top 5 for sure. I might do a tier list on what my favorite noodle is, my favorite pack of instant noodle is, but this one has to be top 5 for sure. The wings are not too bad either. Now, I didn't have any spicy sauce, which is why I make this sauce. But yeah, they definitely add to the noodles really well. Now, whenever I want wings, here in Hong Kong, there's no Wingstop, there's no Chick-fil-A, there's no Raising Cane's, there's no Churches and all of that. So I tend to make my own wings whenever I feel like having wings. And for sauces, they are getting a lot better with sauces here, but you tend to experiment and make your own sauces. You know, I love, the wife is always working on Friday nights. So I love to just sit down here and just eat food while she's working, you know. I finish work, I work on Friday as well, but I finish work before she does. So she has night shifts on Fridays most of the time. So I decided, why not sit down so she can see exactly what I eat every day, every Friday. Almost done with this. Let's finish this plate. This is definitely not an easy task trying to finish this with chopsticks. After years of being here, I think I'm getting a lot better. Just take a bite. A few pieces of the chicken wings are broken. So as I'm eating it, the wing itself is breaking in my mouth. So I need to be careful. The last thing is me choking on camera. We'll definitely get some views, but I don't think it's something I want it to happen. Now these wings are super tiny for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like they cut them in half. But then again, they are organic wings, so there's no GMO in these. I like that this spicy sauce is kind of sweet as well. The Koreans, every sauce that Korean makes, is like the perfect balance of sweet and salty and spicy. I'm pretty sure those were 12 wings. Last one, perfectly coated with the spicy sauce. It's still so delicious. You guys seem to like the title of my last long video that I did of me eating was it Turkish food, like eating kebabs. I changed it a few times, but you guys seem to really like when I put alone at the end. And I'm not lying, I am alone, there's nobody here, it's an empty room. An empty room in my my tiny little apartment, which is hard to find. But, ooh, look at this. Some kimchi. Definitely gonna have to finish this. So crunchy. But you guys definitely loved me saying that I was alone eating this. Probably because I noticed on YouTube there are more and more people making videos and being alone. I think a lot of people can relate. That was a lot of food. If I have to rate what I ate tonight, I'm gonna have to give the chicken, I'm obviously biased because I made it. This chicken is gonna get an 8 out of 10. This sauce was actually delicious. It's gonna get a 9 out of 10. The kimchi is made by my wife, so I have to give it a 10, obviously. Right? You just have to. The jjajangmyeon, this jjajangmyeon is gonna get 9.2 out of 10. I actually loved it. It's gonna be, I said it was my top 5 instant noodle, but I'm gonna put it as probably top 3. This was delicious. So overall rating for tonight's score. Now don't do the math on it, but this is 8. I forgot 9.2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, come back for the next one. I don't care if you subscribe, I don't care if you like, but watch my other videos.